and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lorene Romero. I am your NACTA moderator for today. We have on this hour David Circo. He is the BDM for Princess Cruise Lines. He is going to be introducing us all the wonderful things that are coming for 2018 and 2019. Amazing as it is, people are looking that far ahead into their schedules. I was just mentioning to David, I just put the deposit down for a client who is going on a 10-night San Francisco to Mexico round trip in November of 2018. Now, for those of you who are actually in front of a calendar, you will realize it's only August 2017. So people are booking ahead. They are getting wonderful, wonderful packages for thinking ahead and planning ahead. And I'm so happy to be able to have David here. Just a little bit of brief housekeeping, and I will turn the reins over. This is being recorded, so you will be able to listen and watch this full video on the NACTA YouTube channel in about 2 days. I will send you the link. If you've not already signed up for the NACTA YouTube channel, I encourage you to do that. I will provide you with the link. On there, you will find different NACTA webinars from the past. You will also find tips and tricks from Lisa Watson if you need to do something on your one sheet, be able to change your password on your NACTA profile. So there's a bunch of little videos on there that's going to help you as a member of NACTA. So for now, I am going to put myself on mute. I am going to turn the reins over to David. And David, thank you much for being here. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about what's coming up with Princess Cruise Lines.
Thanks, Lorene, for the great introduction. I really appreciate that. And this is a photo. I hope everyone can see the screen. This is a photo of our new Majestic Princess, which we're all very proud of. We just took delivery of a few months ago, and she's enjoying a terrific inaugural sold-out season in Europe this summer. That's me. I am the Business Development Manager who works with NACTA, and that's my email if you want to take it down. We also have our sales support number there and their direct line as well. So if you want to be put in contact with your BDM anywhere you are in the country, you can either contact them and they'll steer you in the right direction, or I'd be happy to do so as well. And any needs that you have, I'm happy to help. So how many people think of Princess as an innovator? And sometimes we find that travel agents don't, but we want to kind of blow our own horn, toot our own horn a little bit and say that we are an innovator. We are the ones that started Movies Under the Stars and Stargazing at Sea, the Great Discovery Channel program, the balcony breakfast, and that's really grown in popularity. The Norman Lump chocolates and Direct to the Wilderness in Alaska. Nobody else does that, right? We want to talk for just a minute about who is our customer. We think that it's important and essential for you to know who your customer is, and for us to tell you, enough about the Princess passenger that you have a good idea of who it is that when they walk in your office, or you encounter them, or you have them on the phone, how do you know how to identify them? And so a lot of companies just identify their passenger by demographics, income, and age bracket. We use a different metric. It's called the meaningful traveler. Now, none of these folks know they're a meaningful traveler. It's just a designation that we give them. And what they do as a meaningful traveler is they have some things in common that kind of cross over all the age groups that join together on our ships. So they seek travel to connect with loved ones, cultures, and people. They want new destinations and experiences, which is a great fit for Princess since we travel to over 360 ports all around the world. They seek mind and body renewal. So meet the meaningful traveler. 91% love the idea of traveling aboard. 81% like to travel the unbeaten path. 76% would rather spend their money on experience rather than just things or items, possessions. 71% like to vacation somewhere different every time. Again, a great fit for Princess as we go all over the world. And 41% think of the vacation experience as something that differentiates them, makes them unique. So we've got them, there are actually 8 categories of these travelers, and for most cruise lines, 1 or 2 categories is all they appeal to. We're very lucky in this demographic to appeal to 4 of these different groups. The discerning rechargers, they have no kids, they want a restful vacation, they want to explore new things. Another category, the adventurous explorers, they're empty nesters, they seek enriching experiences, they love to travel abroad. Social voyagers are retired, they want casual but elegant vacations. They're the most brand loyal of our past passenger group. And learning families, the fastest growing demographic for us is people under the age of 18. And young parents, they're young parents who want to share the world with their kids and provide them with enriching experiences. One of the things we think is absolutely essential, I think you'll agree, is value. And a lot of people relate this to cost, but really the cruise industry as a whole presents a terrific value. There are many, many good brands in our business, and we think that value at Princess is a real important proposition for them. The value proposition is something that's essential. 91% of travelers say that value is a top factor when choosing a cruise. 73% say a vacation is a better value, a cruise vacation is a better value than a land-based vacation. And this is really interesting to me. 25% of non-cruisers say a cruise is a better value than a land-based vacation. 4 years ago, we started our Comeback New campaign, our television and magazine and print advertising campaign, and we're sticking with it. We feel that it's really continued to evolve and continues to represent the immersive exploration that we can talk about our product being designed for fresh cuisine, mind and body renewal, and captivating entertainment. A few years ago, we entered into an agreement with the Discovery Channel, cable channel. It's the largest cable channel in the world, and one of the things they do for us is Discovery at Sea, and the scientists there arranged a presentation. Now it's done with headphones so that it's not too loud out on deck. And of course, out at sea with the running lights off in a good clear spot that the captain positions the ship, the night sky, as you may know if you've cruised, is absolutely incredible. And so we educate people about not only how to navigate the night sky, but also the fun and interesting stories about the myths that are all of the constellations up in the sky are named for. It's really a lot of fun, about an hour and a half presentation, and it's a sellout every night that we present it. Of course, keep in mind that we don't do it in Alaska because it's light most of the time there. Discovery Channel has also helped us a lot with programs, engagement, and entertainment for our kids programs, which is a big emphasis for us lately. All the ships now are starting to go through their dry docks over the next year and a half or 2 years, and all are receiving refurbished, new themed kids centers for all the different age groups. So ages 3 to 7, the Treehouse, which is actually a tree-themed area, the Lodge for kids 8 to 12, and the ever difficult to please teen group is the Beach House, a place for them to hang out. These are well supervised and well run programs. The kids are really engaged and have a lot of fun. My daughters, I have 2 daughters, they grew up on the ships, they're now older, and just loved the kids programs all through the years. We are taking action to improve our appeal for families. So at lots of 3rd and 4th berth staterooms, we're installing connecting staterooms on the ships as they go through dry docks, and we're also installing 2-bedroom family suites. You know, one of the points that I want to make about our shore excursions is that, you know, when people buy their shore excursions from Princess, we find in their ratings of the cruise that not only do they rate the shore excursions higher, but when they buy our shore excursions, they actually rate the cruise experience higher. So really good reason for you to sell the Princess branded shore excursions. This is one of the most popular ones, exclusive to us in, I believe this is in Australia, sloths. And you may have seen the show on Discovery Channel on Animal Planet. It's very popular. One of the reasons that, one of the top reasons in our research, we find that people don't take their first cruise, they resist cruising sometimes, is that they think they're not going to spend enough time in the port. So over the past year or two, we've really tried to add more late night calls and overnight calls. And so we've offered now up to 65, more than 65 ports of call that feature these. We had a great commercial bed on all of our ships fleet-wide. I've slept in it for the last few years and really comfortable. I wanted to get one and take one home, but we really wanted to up the ante and create something even better. So we worked with the sleep doctor, Michael Bruce, and HGTV's Candace Olson, who's very famous for her bedroom designs, to make a custom bed with custom linens, custom duvets, and custom pillows that would just put the comfort level over the top. So more than 40,000 new beds have been installed, and we have many more to come. We'll be finishing this as all the ships go through their dry docks over the next year to year and a half. One thing I think it's kind of maybe the best kept secret at Princess right now. We introduced this, I think, about a year ago, and more people have really been drawn to this. There are lots of features to the club class mini suites, but the main thing, the thing that really predominates, is the dining experience. They go into anytime dining. They can walk in anytime, and the seats are reserved for them. And they have special chef's menus, lots of tableside cooking, and it really kind of enhances the experience. So that's the thing that's made this so popular. Fresh cuisine everywhere on our ships. As you know, almost everything is made from scratch. Our pizza dough, all the breads, all the breadsticks. This is what I had for breakfast the other day. It just gives you a good idea of the wide variety of new creations that we have. Curtis Stone, a celebrity chef, a very famous guy, and we have a specialty restaurant called Share on 3 of our ships. You can see them listed there. And the idea is not to share the food, by the way. It's just to share the experience. This includes the 3 glasses of wine as well for the flights and the dessert. I got to do it last year, and it's absolutely incredible experience. Just really delicious and lots of fun. Sabatini's Italian Trattoria, we're redesigning, and we're lowering the cover charge to $25. We're redesigning the room, we're redesigning the entrance, we're redesigning the menu, and really making it a lot more contemporary and fun, and just kind of updating that. The food, the chef who has designed all of the menus is Angelo Ariano, a very famous chef. It's no longer a secret. Entertainment, of course, is still a big deal at Princess. We really work hard to keep this top of the line. We have the Voice of the Ocean. We formed a contract with the television show The Voice, which is, I guess, the #1 show on television. And we do it on the ships now, on all ships, all during the week, complete with the automated chairs and the coaching and the different updates all throughout the week. And very, very popular. They're also really proud to continue our association with Stephen Schwartz. He's the guy who wrote Pippin and Godspell and a whole bunch of other really famous shows. And he's designing shows for us now, a series of them. 2 are out there, and I think the 3rd one is just about to come to us. And they're all installed on just a few ships each to keep everything fresh. Really terrific shows. I mentioned all the ships are going through dry docks, and the Grand Princess just finished hers, an $11 million initiative. She got the Princess luxury bed. She had the club class mini suites installed. She had the new Sabatini's Italian Trattoria, all the Camp Discovery remodels, and Coffee and Cones as well. She also got 89 connecting cabins. So we've been hearing from you that you really want that. Here's a shot of the old entrance to Sabatini's, and here's the new one. And a shot of the old interior. And here's the new interior to Sabatini's. So you can see much more contemporary, lots cooler looking. So the Caribbean Princess also got a big refit recently and got all the things that she was supposed to get there on the left. She also got the OCEAN Medallion initiative installed, and I'll talk a little bit more about OCEAN Medallion if you aren't real familiar with it yet. We're trying to make sure everybody knows about that. And she is going to be spending the full year in 2018. So we are going to be in the Caribbean now year round. So she'll be there for summer of 2018 as well. Again, 87, that's the number, 87 connecting staterooms and all the other new stuff. So we're really working hard to keep the ships in tip-top shape. She got a Planks barbecue. The idea is that for families, we think the kids should get really messy when they eat. So we got a lot of finger food, Planks barbecue. So ideas from the menu there. And also Steamer's seafood. Shots of the items on the menu at Steamer's there. Slice of a pizzeria up on the deck now as well on the Caribbean Princess. So a shot of some of our individual pan pizzas. They are fantastic. The Salty Dog Grill, hot dogs and burgers, and we are serving as well the Ernesto burger. It's a famous burger designed for us by a famous burger chef in LA. And fantastic. This has a $5 upcharge. Coffee and Cones, we do have free soft serve, and then we have some specialty ice creams and so on that we do charge for. You can kind of think of it as sort of upscale ice cream creations, the ones that you pay for. This is the remodel of our Lido area, and you can see it's a lot more designed now for roaming and stations rather than line forming. And this design is doing very well for us on the ships where we've installed it, so we're just continuing to install it across the fleet. We do serve all the items that we serve in the main dining rooms. We do also serve at the buffet. So these are the ships that are scheduled coming up here for dry docks this year. I'm not sure if I have next year. No, I don't. Travel agent ratings. We did a really extensive survey with Gallup, and what we found was that you think of us as #1 for Alaska, #1 for West Coast and Mexico. We actually gave ourselves a 1.5 in Mediterranean because we only finished at second place by 1 point. And Hawaii #2 and Caribbean #4. I think we're the 4th largest Caribbean cruise line, so maybe that fits. #1 in Alaska for the 10th straight year. 2018, our biggest season ever. We will have OCEAN Medallion ships there as well. Cruise tours, don't miss Denali, absolutely must. As is, I think, Glacier Bay and her award-winning North to Alaska enrichment program. So North to Alaska is our way, starting last year, of refreshing our Alaska product with lots of new and interesting things. A couple of those are puppies in the piazza, and we do actually have dog team puppies brought in, and families, kids, anybody can visit with them in our piazza, which is our lobby area. And also our Cook Your Catch program. The chef will cook anything you catch on any ship fishing excursion while you're on our Alaska cruise or cruise tour. I mentioned the Caribbean Princess was going to be in Caribbean year-round starting in 2018. She'll be doing Eastern, Southern, and Western itineraries, all 7-day itineraries. Europe will have 5 ships in 2018. This year was a big resurgence for Europe for us, and we wound up a real high occupancy. I don't know the exact percentage, but I know that on a lot of the sailings we were waitlisted. So great to see Europe bouncing back. We go everywhere over there. Of course, the Americas, we're going through the new Panama Canal and the old one, going through the ships that previously couldn't get through the canal. So it's very popular. We do the full canals, and we also do them round trip from Fort Lauderdale, the 10-day itinerary that just goes in through one set of locks into Gatun Lake and then back out. And of course, Mexican Riviera, we're still #1 there, in the California coast. And our Hawaii cruises do very well, round trip, a 14-day cruise mostly on a Golden Princess out of Los Angeles or San Francisco, and I think sometimes San Diego. And then Canada, New England as well, where we have 2 ships in the fall and also do very well. And in all these markets, we will place OCEAN Medallion ships over the next couple of years as we install the OCEAN Medallion technology on various ships, eventually to be rolled out across the entire fleet. But we're starting first with 8 ships over the next year and a half or so. And our exotics, really, what better way to see these places where you want to see a lot of places in a 2-week time frame. And wouldn't you love to bring your U.S. hotel with you, your Princess Cruises ship, a big, modern, capable, stable, contemporary cruise ship? All our ships are new now. So just a great way to see these parts of the world. Our red, white, and blue sale is going on right now. We have some terrific fares, so pay attention to that. We do also have our Sip and Sail promotion going on right now, which is our free drinks. And that's for cruises starting in May of 2018 and onward for select cruises, but it's mostly the bucket list type destinations: Alaska, Asia, Japan, Europe, etc. It doesn't apply in the Caribbean. We think we have the best and most flexible group program in the business, so I wanted to mention that. You can block up to 16 beds with us without a bulk deposit, and the deal is guaranteed from the first booking, and it's combinable with all our limited time offers like Sip and Sail and the red, white, and blue sale. So it's a terrific deal. Keep future cruise sales in mind when your folks are going to their cruise with us. You might want to suggest to them that they visit the Future Cruise Sales Center. We do a great job. Our team there does a great job of selling them on their next cruise while they're excited about the idea of cruising again. And you're automatically the agent of record, and you make your full commission from that. So I was in an office yesterday with an agent, and as I was about to walk out the door, her email came in, and one of her passengers had booked on board. So she earned a 15% commission on an Australia cruise without even lifting a finger, other than recommending to them that they visit the cruise center and get that shipboard credit that is applicable to either a specific cruise, or they can just say we're gonna do something in the next couple of years, and they can secure the shipboard credit with that. There's also a welcome home program. If they didn't visit the Future Cruise Sales Center while they were there and booked, you can offer them for 60 days after they get back. You can offer them a shipboard credit if they book again. It's a little lower than the one on the ship, because obviously we want to motivate them to do it while they're on board, sort of while the iron is hot, so to speak. But there's that opportunity for you as well. And our Captain Circle offers, we think we have one of the best rewards programs for our past passengers. And speaking of rewards, we have a great referral rewards program. Anybody who refers anybody to us gets a $25 shipboard credit along with the person that they refer to us, and there's no limit. Easy Air has really grown leaps and bounds. I'm really amazed at how quickly it's grown. I rarely talk to an agent now who doesn't use the program. Lots of times the fares are actually cheaper than what's out there, and you do get that great next port protection. We also have a flexible fare that is refundable and changeable right up to booking time. A lot of times it's the same price as the non-flexible fare. Princess Academy, don't forget our great Princess Academy. As you know, or you may not know, but I'm going to tell you, when you graduate from the Princess Academy, you get a cruise with us. Now our academy is not it's not a rubber stamp. It does actually take about 18 to 20 hours to complete. And take notice, the final exam is actually pretty stout, but you will feel like you are a Princess expert when you're done. And anybody who walks in for any product area, you'll sound like you really know what you're talking about, because you will. So I promised to talk about OCEAN Medallion, and I'll go ahead and show a few slides and explain what we're doing here. And so OCEAN Medallion knows who you are, what you want, and when you want it without your having to lift a finger, according to Wired magazine. And our chairman says the goal is clear in the cruise market to elevate the guest experience so much that people prefer these vacations over others, and book them by contacting their travel consultant. So this involves you a great deal. There are two components. One is the app that you install on your phone, but if you don't have a phone, if some of your seniors don't do apps like my dad, not to worry. There are touch screens in every cabin and about 200 touch screens all around the public areas of the ship. And then the medallion, the little medallion, it's about the size of a quarter. It weighs less than 2 ounces. This is the little thing, the little piece of technology that will replace the cabin key cards. And it'll do many things, but the primary goal is to increase the service level for our guests on board. We want them to feel that our staff knows who they are and knows what they want. And I'll show you how we achieve that here. So it's a little high-tech transmitter. It automatically opens your cabin door. You don't wave it or take it off or do anything with it. You can wear it as on a wristband or around your neck or as a belt clip or an armband for the kids. It's completely waterproof. It's a high-tech transmitter. You don't turn it on or off. It doesn't have a battery. It's highly secure and encrypted. It interacts with the app, which is Ocean Compass, and I'll show you some reasons and ways that it does that. And each medallion ship is equipped with 7,000 sensors, so it's really foolproof. Kind of the technology that if you have keyless entry to your car, when you get close to your car, as long as you have the key fob on you, it automatically opens. It's that kind of technology, so it's very safe and secure and reliable. So it's free to all guests in all staterooms, so the ships that will have OCEAN Medallion will be across the ship. Everybody will receive this in the mail before they travel. It's one medallion per sailing, so you don't use it again. Hassle-free arrival and boarding, because you'll do a lot of the security clearance actually prior to getting there. I'll explain more about that as I go along. It opens your stateroom. There's no key card. You don't wave it or even take it out of your pocket or anything. You just go near your cabin door, and a little screen right on the outside of your cabin door says, "Welcome back, Dave," and you know that your cabin door is open. Our crew will also carry iPad-type devices, but so much smaller. And as you approach them, they will be alerted of who you are. They'll be shown a photo of you, and they'll be shown a number of your preferences that apply to whatever it is they do. So if an hour ago you ordered a pina colada and you walk up to a waiter, he's going to know who you are as you walk up, and he's going to know that you ordered a pina colada about an hour ago. So he can say, if it were me, "Hi, David, would you like another pina colada?" And so we're going to use this to create a lot more personalized experience. So lots of ways to wear it. If you don't want to just carry it with you, you can keep it in your purse, or you can have it in your pocket. You don't need to put it on any of these wearable things that we're going to be selling, but you can if you want to. There's our Vice President of Sales, got a little carried away. And you access it through either the mobile device or the screens in the public areas or the TV screens. You can also ask any crew member for their device and then use any of the functions on it as well. There's no fee to use it. It's free. It doesn't accrue to your Wi-Fi account or use up any of your Wi-Fi expense. It's free while you're on board. It works in tandem. Ocean Compass and Medallion work in tandem with each other. And so the idea being that, for instance, you can take out your smartphone if you have the app while you're sitting at the pool or in the lobby area, and you can order a drink or a snack or some sushi or whatever it is that you want. And a crew member will automatically bring that item to you, and they know where you are because their own device directs you to where the medallion is located. The sensors know that. It also offers private messaging for everybody in your group or for anybody you want to add. You can locate anybody on board, so mom can actually use the device to go and track down the kids, or she can just see where the kids are. So she can see that, one of the kids is in the cafe, probably having coffee, and that another one is in Cafe Carib at the Zumba class. Really handy. It also has some interactive gaming. You can see the day's events. You can look at your billing from the purser's office. You can ask questions about it. You can also see all your photos. You don't have to go to the photo area to see them. So what we refer to as someone who is ocean ready is someone who's received a medallion at home and then gone online to answer all the questions about preference and so on that go along with the ocean compass and ocean medallions, so that our staff is better able to serve them and knows more about their needs and wants when they get on board. So why are we doing this? One of the things that we found in our research is that, one of the main reasons people don't take their first cruise is they think they're going to wait in line a lot, and it's going to be hard to get on and off the ship, and this will really speed that up. They also want improvement in what they think is the quality of our product. They want more time to relax and feeling catered to. And again, these are the needs that we're going to address with this. They want the vacation to be hassle-free, and they want it to be a VIP experience. They want to feel important. They want to feel that they're known. So we're looking to Ocean Compass and Medallion to solve that. So how does it change the way we cruise? It has the benefits of technology without the tech field. You carry this medallion, but we really don't want the technology to ever really be visible again. We just want things to work for them. VIP level service at a premium price point, enhanced level of personalization. It makes a great Princess product better. Why travel agents tell us they're excited about it? It's easier to serve the client. Managing groups is simplified. New cruise prospects to re-engage past Princess passengers. Appeals to tech-savvy audiences. Higher net promoter scores equals repeat business. Satisfied customers mean more referrals and premium fares, higher commissions. Now, are we just charging more for the cruises with us? No, what we're relying on is that the service level will be so enhanced that the demand will rise, and that we will then be able to, rise with our pricing as well. There is a consumer series on Facebook and on our website at OneSource. So if you're looking to engage people and send out videos and so on through social media or what have you, we have a lot of that available for you. These are the first ships and the dates that they're scheduled to have their dry docks to receive all the other enhancements that I talked about, the Princess bed, the new Sabatinis, all the remodeling everywhere on the ship, the connecting cabins, the whole 9 yards, but also will receive all of the technology for Ocean Medallion. And then we'll be releasing the dates for the rest of the fleet as we go along. But we won lots of awards, and just switching subjects again now, we've won lots of awards, but the one we're most popular, most proud of is the best cruise line for first timers according to Cruise Critic. So building loyalty and repeat business, the rating that we're looking for, the top rating, what they call in the Net Promoter Scores, I'm extremely likely to consider cruising with this cruise line again. 56% of people in the survey answered that for Princess. So ahead of all the other lines, we don't name the lines because we really think that all the lines in the cruise business are fine companies, but we think we have a special offering. So, and it's that three-way thing: travel agents, Princess Cruises, people come back again, and we want that to just kind of continue to feed itself. I think I mentioned sun-drenched. No, I didn't mention the sun-drenched deals, but up to 30% off, and this runs through September 12th. And I did mention Sip and Sail, and there it is. And this is the complimentary drink package, all drinks included, up to some big maximum a day. I can't remember what it is, but you can't drink 100 drinks a day, but you can drink a lot of drinks. I can't remember what the number is. But Sip and Sail for balconies only, but keep in mind, Princess is 76% balcony. So almost all our business will qualify for Sip and Sail. And this starts again from May through September 2018, and then in through 2019 as well on a lot of the sailings. So all your big Mexico and Alaska stuff, including Asia, Alaska cruise tours. So thank you. That's it. I'm finished. I said I would take about this amount of time, and so I'm glad to finish on time. I do want to encourage you, if you get a chance, go on Facebook and like our John Chernesky's page, our Vice President of Sales. I promise you'll get lots of great ideas about how to promote our business. You'll learn a lot, and you'll have a lot of fun. He's just a really funny guy. Almost never get an email or see a video from him that I don't laugh about something he does or says. He's just a really witty guy. So, Lorene, that's all I have for now, and I don't know if we have questions, but I'm happy to answer.
Perfect. Well, thank you again, Dave. You did an awesome job. I learned a lot. In fact, since I was writing some of the dates down, because I've got clients who are looking to go to Alaska next year, and the Sip and Sail sounds great. Question I had, and then I'll get to everybody else. It just happened to be a recent screen, so the question came up. For the Sip and Sail, is it just the either north or southbound cruises on there? It looked like it was the Vancouver to Whittier or other, and the 11-night cruise package to qualify.
I believe it is all Alaska and Alaska cruise tours.
Okay. So, okay, just not a 7-night inside passage. That's where the question was coming from.
Right, those were just some of the samples that I showed, but it should be all of Alaska and then all of Europe as well.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, let me start down the list. Way back at the beginning, when you started your amazing presentation, you were talking about the kids programs. And this agent asked, since times are changing, are you finding that young people are on the cruise ship during the entire year versus the typical, summer season? Because some schools have year-long school now, and some are doing it classes a little differently. So they were just curious if that population has changed through time.
It hasn't changed a great deal for us yet. The big load for us is in the summertime and during the holiday times. So we're pretty much, for Alaska, and then at the holiday times, we're pretty much sold out on every ship. I think there are some kids, a few coming, at various times through the year. As you mentioned, a lot of kids now going year-round, and a lot of parents just decide this is vacation time. We're going to take the kid out of school for this time frame. But we are still, getting the lion's share of it during the summer and the holidays.
Perfect. Thank you. Somebody asked if this is being recorded. Yes, I just want to let you know this is being recorded. You will each be sent the link to the NACTA YouTube page that will direct you right to this presentation. So thank you for asking, the person who came in just a little bit late. She wanted to get everything. The Share the Experience program, is there a surcharge for this? And if so, how much?
So I'm not sure which one that was. Share the Experience?
Yeah, well, that's what the note says. It's the cooking.
Right.
It was at the beginning.
The cooking for the kids, no, that's a part of the kids program.
No, it was a gentleman who's a chef. I've recognized him from a TV show.
Yes, as it was shown on the slide when I started that presentation, that is for Sabatinis. I believe that's what we're referring to here, and the cover charge for that is $25 a person.
Okay. They just put in the notes, and it came after a question about the schools, so it must have been towards the beginning. So, okay, so I see one of the people asked this question, and it sounds like I believe you just answered it just a moment ago. They said they are having clients who are traveling on the Caribbean ship in April to Panama, and they were asking if that ship will be updated with the new Medallion program. And I noticed that you said that ship's going to be refurbished, and it does sound like they will have their clients on the new refurbished ship. So, by the way, person who asked this, you're going to look like an extra superstar because you planned their vacation after the upgrade. So that's absolutely wonderful.
Right. And just go ahead, Lorraine.
The next question was somebody asked him you could go back to the page that shows the 30% off slide.
The 30% off the Sundance deals, right? So there you go. And I did just want to throw in that to see which ships are going to be OCEAN Medallion ready and on which dates, you can go into OneSource and just look for Medallion, which is kind of front and center there, and click on that and it'll give you all the details.
It's a very interesting program. I had the pleasure of being somewhere where they're presenting it. It's very cool. It's kind of like having your key fob with you.
Right.
The new technology, which is kind of weird. You don't have your key in your hand, but if you have it in your pocket, you can get everywhere. So.
Right, a whole new experience. I got to experience it at the tech center where they're designing all of this, and they actually down in Florida, and there's actually a reenactment of a hallway and cabin doors, so I could see how it worked, and just fantastic. You just walk up and you hear your cabin door open, and the screen on the wall says, "Welcome back, Dave." It's just really fantastic.
And each guest will have their own, including children?
Yes.
Is there an age limit on the Medallion to a child, like a 3-year-old versus a 5-year-old?
No, there isn't. No, but we do anticipate that mom will probably put armbands on them. So adults can turn the locating technology of the Medallion off if they want to, but kids cannot.
That's very smart.
Yeah.
Especially teenagers. If you're anywhere between the ages of 9 and 23, you're not allowed to turn it off if you're with your parents.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you, Gina. She popped into the question box. The name of the person is the Curtis Stone share. That was what we were asking, if there is a extra charge for that.
Yes, there is. For share, there is a $75 upcharge, but it does include the all of the flights of wine as well.
And let someone else pops in another question. The last question I have is regarding, 2 more questions, excuse me. The Welcome Home program, how does that work for an agent if they, welcome their client back? Did you happen to do a future cruise? No, I didn't. Then what? How do we enact the Welcome Home program for them?
Right. Well, you can find it's a sliding scale of shipboard credits that you can offer based on the length of the cruise that they purchase. And you can find that on OneSource as well. Look under answers and just put in welcome back program. And then you would just call within the 60-day period at reservations or book them on Polar, our online booking engine. And they would automatically, you just mention that to our res agent just to make sure, and they would receive the shipboard credit that's on that sliding scale on that grid.
Perfect. One agent asked for the referral program. Now, how would that work? Let's say they have a client, and the client loves Princess so much, tells their neighbor about it. Neighbor, you got to join Princess. How does the referral program work for them, and does that unfortunately mean we will not be their travel agent?
No, it wouldn't mean that at all. So all that client or the agent can do it as well. Just go into our website and go to the referral rewards and just click on send a new client, new passenger, whatever that terminology is, and just fill in their email address and I think some real basic information. I don't think you even need to know their home address. And then they receive an offer, and they just take that offer into their travel agent, and automatically they get the $25 shipboard credit. And then as soon as they do, the system will credit the past passenger account of the person who made the referral with the $25 as well. And there's no limit to it. So if they know 1,000 people that they can refer to us, they can get 1,000 times $25.
Wouldn't that be nice? You know, talk about a wonderful Pied Piper and spokesperson for the wonderful treatment they got on their Princess Cruise.
Absolutely.
A couple more came in. Flights of wine are standard at the share restaurants for the charge of $75. The question next would be, is it a meal program or just wine? Because the question is, what happens if you have clients who want to be part of that program, but they don't drink alcohol? Is there a program portion of that doesn't have to include the alcohol?
Yes, there is, but I don't think that that the upcharge changes. So, and yes, there's food there. I believe it's a 6-course meal, and then the wines are coordinated with. I think it's 3 flights of wines that are coordinated with the different course groups as you go through the meal.
Okay. Yeah, that always kind of becomes an issue. It sounds like a wonderful program. However, you're not going to be drinking the alcohol. You know, wear a bright neon wristband to show that you're not going to be doing that, like the designated driver band. There you go.
Right.
The next question I have is and my guess is this is going to be OneSource. Are there flyers that are made for travel agents to use on social media?
Yes, and you can find those on OneSource under marketing and brand resources, and then you can look for either Princess or Cunard, because we do both, as you know. And for pretty much every program that we have, there's a flyer there. Every special, every promotion that we run, there are probably 20 different flyers on the site right now. I use them and send them to people all the time. They're very well done.
And would OneSource be the place they need to go to participate in the online trainings and modules so they become Princess certified?
Yes, they just log on to OneSource, and right on the front page it says training, and just click there and just follow through the pages to begin working on Academy.
Perfect. Well, I think that's all we have. That's the last question that came through. Yay, education, yay. I want to thank you again, David. Now, I know you are not able to come to the NACTA conference, which is going to be held in Anchorage from September 13th to 16th, but do you have a counterpart that is going that you would like people to make sure to introduce themselves if they are also going to be at the conference?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So yeah, I went to last year's conference, and this year I'm not able to make it. So we actually have a really well-informed fella, our director of hotel operations up in Alaska. So somebody really key to know and learn his point of view up there. His name is Steve Zadra. So if you're going to the conference, please look Steve up and go up and introduce yourself. And be sure to tell them what a great job I did on the webinar today. Just a terrific guy, really knowledgeable about Alaska and our hotel operations up there and all of our cruise tours. So really good point of view to have. So his name is Steve Zadra with a Z.
Is that Z-A-D-R-A?
Right.
Okay. I will put this in the box.
Excellent.
There you go. Well, thank you again, David, and thank you everybody who is going to be able to listen to this recording as well as sell this product. It's a wonderful product. I was telling David just before we went live that I just had clients come back from a San Francisco round trip to Alaska 10-night, and they had such a wonderful time that their adult daughter is now doing a similar version, except for she can only go in November. So she's going to do San Francisco round trip 10-night to Mexico. And her moms came back so excited that now she wants to be a first-time passenger. So, which is excellent. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, David. If anybody is going to the NACTA conference, again in Anchorage in mid-September, please make sure to look for me. I'll be all over the place. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lorene Romero. I'm the moderator today. I'm very active in NACTA, and I'm the San Francisco Bay Area co-chapter director. So make sure to look for me. Just close your eyes. You'll hear my voice, and you'll go, I know her from somewhere. So thank you again, David, and I hope you have a great rest of your summer. It's almost mid-August. The summer's coming to an end soon.
I know. Thanks very much, Lorene. I really appreciate you having me.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.